Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakar Kadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. And just want to touch on this mass shooting out of Texas, right? And give my 2 cents. And now this shooting is coming out of Jacinto, Jacinto County, Texas, right? Where you had a gunman, you know, shoot 5 people, I believe, killing 4, and or killing 5. I believe he shot 5 and killed 5. I was supposed to originally do this yesterday, but the spirit had me do it today. Salakia for any background music, any background noise you may hear. You know, you don't get no peace in this damn kingdom. This queendom. So, before I play this, right, let me get one scripture. I don't want this to be too long, like I always say, but it's all through the spirit. This is Genesis chapter 6, right, verse 5. It says, "And the Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually," man, because that's what you see going on. You see a lot of men, you know, bringing evil, thinking of evil continually, upon the earth, man. Whether it's so-called white man and you Israelites, man, which this dude would be from the Northern Kingdom, right? Because whatever brothers want to say, the curses are on the Northern Kingdom, you know, also, not just the Southern Kingdom, man, right? So the Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, man, right? And as you're gonna hear the story, as the story goes, right, it tells you that he was shooting a gun outside, which is crazy in itself. But Texas has that stand your ground and open carry law, and you know a whole bunch of other laws, man, that make it easy for people for things to happen like this. So the story goes, he was shooting a gun, and the neighbors told him to keep it quiet because their kids are trying to sleep. The next thing you know, he shoots them, man. So yeah, the love of many is definitely waxing cold here in America, Babylon and Crete. And the Most High said that these things were gonna happen. He said that a man will have no love for his neighbor, right? Right? Like men will be against one another. They're brothers, they're neighbors, right? Tells you that in the Apocrypha, right? So jump to 11. It says the earth also was corrupt before the Most High, and the earth was filled with violence. Because that's what it is, man. The earth is being filled with violence. And they've been tracking this. They've been trying to track this guy down, you know, for a couple of days now, and they still haven't found him. Now that's Texas, which is next to Mexico. He could have fled into Mexico, and once you get in there, you'll probably never find him, man. But my thoughts is that they'll get him. Esau Edom is a man of the field, man. He's a hunter. So if he wants you, he gonna get you, man. Sooner or later, he gonna get you. So without further ado, I want to play this. Yahweh Shem Yahushua willing to elect the Zedephah. Shalom.
On the 411, a massive search for a man accused of killing 5 people in a San Jacinto County home. Authorities tell us it all started when the victims asked the man to stop shooting a gun in his yard so a baby could go to sleep.
Good afternoon. I'm Marcelino Benito in for Ron Trevino.
And I'm Reka Mudaraj. Right now, the search has intensified for Francisco Oropeza, but police say they have no leads as to where he could be. We've heard there were several possible sightings this afternoon, but again, none of those have turned up with any real information leading to Oropeza's whereabouts. Now, on your screen, there are several pictures that we have received from authorities. This comes after the FBI mistakenly sent out pictures of the wrong man.
Now, this search area is wide with hundreds of law enforcement. The mass shooting happened in San Jacinto County near Cleveland. We have team coverage this afternoon. We start with Adam Bennett with the latest on the search. Adam.
Marcelino, the latest possible search area that we've been told about is between Cleveland and Conroe, FM 2090 and Crockett Martin Road. That is the general area. Several campuses have been secured as a precaution as local, state, and federal authorities search the area. But again, no confirmation so far of Francisco Oropeza. Show you some video from earlier. This is just one of several possible sightings that have been reported today. The other one earlier this afternoon was just west of where we are, west of Cleveland along Highway 105. That's where an employee at a landfill saw a man that he thought looked like Oropeza walking near the woods. Deputies, K9 units, and air units searched the area. They also investigated people in the area as well, but they did not end up finding the suspect. Meanwhile, people with family in the neighborhood where the shooting happened, they tell us they are keeping a close eye out for any sightings of that fugitive.
Asked them, see how they were doing and stuff. They said they're good, that nothing happened, but they have their cameras on and everything. And if anything happens, that they're going to let them know.
Are they nervous at all going back home while he's still out?
Yeah, they're a little bit nervous, but.
Outside the elementary school where the victim, Daniel Lasso, was a student, people left teddy bears and balloons. Liberty, Dayton, Tarkington, and Hardin school districts all sent over grief counselors to help Cleveland ISD students cope with this tragedy. We also saw a very visible police presence on campus. And that is part of a large police presence in this area. At last check, more than 250 law enforcement officers are a part of this search. And again, there is a combined reward of $80,000 for any information leading to Oropeza. Send it back to you.
Adam, hope that right tip comes in soon. Thank you. And this afternoon, we're starting to learn more about the victims. And Anayeli, you've been speaking to family members. What are they telling you?
As you can imagine, these families are devastated. They tell us 15 people were inside the home when the shooting started, and unfortunately, only 10 were able to make it out alive. Now, take a look. Here are some pictures of the victims that were killed this weekend. 28-year-old Sonia Guzman and her 9-year-old son, Daniel Enrique Lasso. They actually answered the door and were the first killed by the shooter. Sonia lived in the home with her husband and her 3 kids. We know the shooter also killed 18-year-old Jonathan Caceres and his girlfriend, 31-year-old Obdulia Molina. Obdulia leaves behind 2 kids in the U.S. and 2 others in Honduras. The shooter also killed 21-year-old Diana Velasquez. She leaves behind her partner and their 2 kids. The homeowner and survivor.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Like you know, and it's gonna increase, man. This is gonna happen continually and more frequently, man, because you know, this is the end of this man's kingdom. You know, people here are mourning, they're angry, they're on edge, right? They walk around with a chip on their shoulder, man. So you add that in with a gun, man. Hey, ain't no telling what a person to do. And in this instance, you see, right? All it took was for them to tell him to stop making noise because the baby's trying to sleep. And look, 5 people killed, man. You had a young child, his mom. Then you had I believe it was probably the brother and his girlfriend and another woman, man. You know, so hey, man, it's getting real crazy out here, man. And the Most High he has them death angels definitely working, because our people are evil, man. Our people are wicked as hell, man. So the Most High is cleaning house, so to speak. But this is a sad story, and hey, we're gonna bring out more after this. We know it's gonna be more after this, and we hate to see our people. We hate to see these things happen to our people, but the gospel is being preached, and our people don't want to listen. They don't want to believe, and what's being said out of the Lord's mouth through His prophets, and His servants. So the Lord will warn you, and then the judgment will come. If you don't understand the warning and you don't take heed to the warning, then the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, will bring judgment on you. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Right? Because that's what it is, man. The love of many is waxing cold. Right? Any little thing that you say or do will tick a person off nowadays, man. You don't know what a person has on them. You don't know what's their purpose when they're out. You don't know, man. It's the evil is choking Babylon the Great. That's what it's doing. This is Ezekiel 7 verse 5. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. And evil is come, the end is come, it watcheth for thee, behold, it is come, man. The evil is come. Right? The end is come. Right? This is, and when you read Matthew 24, that's giving you signs that you are, that the sign of Yahushua is coming, that He's coming, and of the end of the world. And in verse 6 in Ezekiel, it said, the end is come. It watcheth for thee, behold, it is come, man. This is how you know we at the end. Right? Because the love of many is waxing cold. Let's go down. I got two more. This is Sirach chapter 9, verse 13. And it reads, keep thee far from the man that had power to kill. See, that man had a gun on him already. So he was halfway to unleashing that anger, man. Right? So it says, keep thee far from the man that have power to kill. So shalt thou not doubt the fear of death, man. Right? Now, he was shooting a gun. Anybody like I can't fathom that. I can't, Texas is crazy. Right? To whereas, a man is just outside your door just shooting a gun, like right next door to you. Right? And they came out, they asked him to keep it down because a baby was sleeping, and then that was the end of it, man. Right? So it says, so shalt thou not doubt the fear of death, and if thou come unto him, make no fault. Right? If you see a man outside shooting a gun, hey, man, it'd be best that you call the cops. Don't go out there and confront that man, because you don't know what that man is dealing with. Right? It said that was a fault of theirs. They should have just called the cops. They should just, they heard it out there. They should have just called 911 or whatever it is out there, and they should have just, let the cops deal with it, man. Right? So it says, lest he take away thy life presently. And that's what was happening. That's what happened, man. 5 of them, their life got taken away presently. Right? Remember that thou goest into the midst of snares and that thou walkest upon the battlements of the city, because it is a battle out here, spiritual and physical battle out here. Right? You got spirits on people, demons on people that took over people already. That's just completely and total and utterly creating chaos and death upon the earth, man. And these spirits were put on these people, right, for a reason, right, to appease the wrath of the Lord, man. Right? So, yeah, man. I got one more and we're going to shut it down. Let's continue.
Survivor tells us the women put the kids in the closet and covered them with clothes and blankets. The woman shielded the kids. One of the victims killed even helped the homeowner escape.
Una de las personas que murió miró cuando mi esposa cayó al suelo y estaba agonizando, y ella me dijo que me aventara por la ventana porque ya mis hijos ya estaban sin mamá, que tenía que quedar uno de los dos vivos para que los cuidara. Y ella fue la persona que me ayudó a aventarme por un lado de una ventana, pero igual ella fracasó, ella murió.
Again, very heartbreaking. These families tells us the adults were able to run out of the home, and that's how some of them were able to make it out alive. Many of them were trying to run to get help, calling 911 multiple times. Now, these families have formed a joint GoFundMe account. For that information, you can head to our website at khou.com. Now, the Consulate of Honduras has sent out a statement saying they're...
And that man, it was 15 people in the house, they said. So that man, he probably would have killed every single last one of them, man. Right? That damn demon, man. Right? It's a demonic spirit covering Babylon the Great with death, man. That's what it is.
Working with the families to transport the bodies back to Honduras. Reporting live, Anayeli Ruiz, KHOU 11 News.
Our hearts are just broken for these victims and their families. Anayeli, thank you.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil, man. Right? You redeem, you watch these times, you seal these times. You know what time you're living in, man. Right? You know? Shalak you. 1 second. Salakia. This is this will be my last one, right? This is Job chapter 5, verse 18. I'll start at 17. Behold, happy is the man whom the Most High correcteth. Therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. For he maketh sore and bindeth up, he woundeth and he maketh, and his hands make whole. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch him, man. So these are the ones that are represent the elect of the nation of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The Most High is correcting you, and at the same time, He will bond you up, man. He will heal you, right? And the Most High said that He will deliver you out of 6 troubles, right? He said, in famine, He shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword, right? Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth, man. So basically the Most High is telling you, ain't no evil gonna touch you, man. If you are part of the elect and you doing the will of the Heavenly Father, He'll protect you, man. Because the Most High is in control of all spirits. Right? The Most High is in control of all spirits, man. Right? So it would be in your best interest to turn to the true and living power, Yahweh Ba Shema Mashiach Yahushua. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit of this lesson. Until next time, Israel. Love y'all. Shalom.